those related?
God.
Were those statements related, Abian? Wait.
Okay, I gotta see the skin. I gotta see the skin. I don't have enough for it. Oh my god!
How would who would like to receive fluids? And
I do not want to like make that a thing, but I'm just saying. Where's the music gone? It's kind of quiet right now.
Oh, game on. Oh, okay. Okay, it's just very quiet. Damn. Okay, Loki looks cool as well.
Yeah, he looks really cool.
What the fuck is that?
The perfect time. Wait, hold up.
Oh, I like the swinging. It's cute. Cause I like swinging.
Celebrate, you know, guys. We gotta.
From a noose. I'm joking. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I'm
sorry.
Not okay.
I'm sorry.
Not okay.
I'm sorry. I remembered. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Nova. I'm sorry.
Did you already? Oh yeah, I already bought it. That's why I can put this here.
Wow.
I bought all of the swimsuit ones, but the only thing with the Luna one is that we have to get experience.
Oh, I can't believe it. You already like bought it. Oh, wait. Do you buy it with that? Shit.
With the.
I sent a thing.
Oh, are you streaming?
Yeah, I pressed the button. You wanna know what my title is?
What?
Doing your mom. I'm joking, it's not. That's not the title.
Frank, I think that when I was looking into the subathon rewards for like that Nikkei one that I put on there, I haven't set up an eye tracker yet, but I think that I could just get it for free. But I'm not sure. I looked into it a long time ago and I haven't looked into it in a minute.
My god, they're slapping me. Oh, I do like that.
Yelling knock knock. Yeah, I
Daddy?
did actually, Belf. I'm sorry.
Wait, hold up a minute. Is that? Oh, we're in a game.
No, you have to share chat.
Oh shit, sorry.
She's looking at Loki. That's why she's saying daddy.
No, I wasn't. Not Loki. I was looking at Thor.
I'm not judging.
And then I was like, hold up a minute. Wait, you're not here. Nova. Why are you not in here?
Oh, I pressed accept on your knock. Hey, hold up.
I'm unloved. I'm unwanted.
You're not unloved.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Okay, wait. I'll just send you a link.
Yes. Okay, cool.
Unfreaking
Oh my God.
believable.
Sandy.
Unfreaking believable.
Oh my god.
Unfreaking believable.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I don't have the Luna skin.
Like the moon.
I have a ponytail. I forgot.
Guys, I think I'm too hyper.
I'm hellfire.
I think I'm slightly too hyper.
What? Yeah, you see that?
Frankazoid.
For bikini.
For bikini.
Oh yeah, this is all chat.
Frankazoid.
3, 2.
For bikini, I can't.
All you need to do is capture the mission area.
Let me explain. Nino's been slacking on streaming, so Nino didn't make enough money for rent money. So is it okay if I just save that up for that? But if you insist that I use it for skin, I will.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
The little things.
Women.
When Psylocke hits, it makes a different noise.
Capture the mission area.
Oh, Loki and a Speedo! We got Loki and a Speedo on the other team!
We do.
oh my
You
god.
have it too. Oh my god, hi Kaisha.
Use it for rent,
Where's their
not
magic?
skins.
Oh.
Use it for rent, not
Sorry, I was
skin.
trying to ping that.
No. What did Frankazoid say?
Got it.
Mr. Frank Doy.
Oh,
Red should
shit.
come first. No, so can Skin.
Suppose that helps.
You know? Make your wish come true.
Who is 64 Ford Mustang? That is cryptic, I believe.
Albion, goodbye. Moon man.
It
Oh,
sounds like she's popping bubbles when she hits.
oh, look. Big guy. I'm after him. He's low. I got him.
Big guy?
I got him. I'm out. Don't be afraid to go in. Don't be afraid. Woman dead. Dead. Oh, wait. There's another woman. Woman dead. Woman dead. Ren takes priority. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it, man. I'm gonna stream more. Yes. Dude, guys, every time he talks about natural selection, oh, thunder, lightning, very, very frightening. Galileo.
How did you?
Oh, sorry. The thing I was saying was,
Oh, they let me?
Judge, jury,
oh fuck that.
Keep going.
Oh.
Oh, he's still going. Sorry. Okay.
Yes, we still have it. Okay, I'm all done.
Behold, Dark Child!
Where's this dark child? This. Oh, she's here.
Oh my god.
Deceased.
There's no silent witch.
No, that's a dark child.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. Whenever he says natural selection. Oh.
Oh shit.
Hey, no way. Ah! Oh my god. I'm dead.
We have all of the ultimates as Tangi is prime,
Wait.
so that they can all.
No, but you're still not here. Still not here.
Oh! I pressed the link though.
Wait, is it? Am I using the wrong one or something? Live! Oh, this guy. Oh.
Whenever I tell you guys that you guys
clapping
do
my
well,
ass cheeks.
I'm clapping my ass
Thor behind.
cheeks.
the god of thunder.
He's what? He's dead. Women.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have
I fear them. ILD. Okay. Loki's yeah, dead. Oh, he's here. That's right. Oh my god, you guys are try so hard. Get so far.
Okay, I got one healer.
Hey. Look, I realized it's pay weekend. Oh yeah. Wait, let me see. Maybe I did it wrong. Wait, how about
Hold on, I can check. I just was in the game, so. Oh, I had to press join. I had to press join once the tab opened. I just clicked the link and then I clicked into the game. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Hi, Clark. Hello. For real, man. I was gonna say natural selection.
get ready.
Always end up thinking of that. You know the Columbine shooters. They had a thing for natural selection.
Nino,
They were into that.
I think that maybe we could not talk about shootings, potentially.
Okay, can we talk about
If that's
schools?
okay. Can we not talk about school shootings, please?
Sure,
All you
Doctor.
need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
It's like a common thing in America. I can't help my brain today. Okay, let me think of something else.
Oh, I just got a bloody nose. Oh god, wait, wait, hold on. I'm sorry, wait 1 second, guys.
The game does not wait.
Capture now.
Da 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 da. Too bad, too bad.
Why do they have... Oh...
Can we just talk about how I got a bloody nose from
What
IRL? Okay.
what got you thinking of that, huh? Behind. He's solo. Oh! Wait, are we...
Oh, I'm fine. Don't mind.
We're 6 stack, right? Wow. Such skilled hero.